Oulton was a great meeting for us. Josh has been pushing really hard. He's had a lot of other events to consider with the roads, the Northwest, the Isle of Man, and then most recently the Suzuka 8-hour race, which was really important for Yamaha. So it was good to get all those events out of the way, and I think now that he's settled into a routine, he got his just rewards for a lot of hard effort put in on practice and qualifying. So a double win was fantastic for him. Yeah, great.
Me and the bike are very comfortable and working as good as we can at the moment. So it's not that I'm still learning the bike. I think I got that over with in the first 3 or 4 rounds. But now we've just got to focus on trying to improve some area to try and have an advantage over the competition.
I'm really pleased that it's not just Josh pushing Shaky now. Keogh's coming to the fore there. Dan Linfoot's riding really well. I think he deserves all the plaudits he's getting. And as you say, Tommy's had a couple of DNFs, nothing to do with his riding, which has been a real shame because he's just dropped him out that top 6. But he's right on the edge there, and I think you'll find that James will probably drop down a step because he's not obviously going to be around for the next 2 rounds. So I'd like to think Tommy will consolidate this weekend and get back in the top 6, maybe up to 4th or 5th. So all being well, we'll have some good results this weekend. It'll push him in there.
Yeah, the season so far has not been 100% to plan by far. We've had a few ups and downs for sure, but we've always been there or thereabouts. We've just had a little bit of bad luck, so hoping to try and turn our luck around, for the second half of the season now. Oh, I love to have the fans around. It keeps me sane a little bit. It's nice to try and take my mind off of stuff when I'm a bit stressed, and just sort of do the pit walks and stuff. Just sort of relax and chill out with them. Focus for race 1 is just to fight for the podium. The pace is going to be strong. It's going to be hard. I think you're going to have Josh, Shaky, Keogh, myself. I think hopefully all battling for the win. Anything can happen. I could be first, I could be 6th. I think the race is going to be close.
Byrne and Brooks, 2 of the guys very much involved in the pointed end of the championship. Linfoot currently in the top 6. The lights took a long time, and finally we get the lights out. The race is on, the first of 3 this weekend. Is it going to be the only one in beautiful conditions as they swoop down into Old Hall Corner? It's Byrne and Brooks. The old BB are at the front again. Oh, Shane Byrne, Josh Brooks. Brooks typically already looking ebulliently from the inside line through Ireland, and he slams the Milwaukee Yamaha through, then runs wide, gives Shaky a chance to retake the lead as they drop into Shell Oils.
This is shocking how much Brooks and Byrne are beating each other up. This is exactly.
Here's
Brooks, yeah.
Oh, backing it into the corner at Lodge, and that gives him the advantage. And Linfoot right there behind these 2. Quick enough, here's Keogh's underneath Tommy Bridewell.
You can just see Brooks putting 3 or 4 bike lengths into everybody now.
At 36.12, that's the fastest.
As Bridewell goes underneath Linfoot.
Here's Keogh's trying to make a move on Byrne this time, and even dropping the inside leg's not going to help. Down the hill, here comes Keogh's looking underneath Josh Brooks, and as neatly as that, he slips his way through past the long-time race leader. Keogh's, Bill Base W, BMW wins again. Josh Brooks 2nd, Shaky Byrne in 3rd place. Tommy Bridewell will take 4th.
Obviously during the race, had a good fight with Shaky. It's never easy, but that was particularly difficult to make passes here and make them stick. Every time I made a pass through either good luck or good judgment, then he'd be straight back by me. So that was exciting, but I wanted to try and lead the race and see if I had better pace. But ironically, when I did finally get into the front, I started making a load of mistakes, and then Keogh came on the scene and was clearly riding fast. So I tried to cling on to him, but he didn't make any mistakes, and I was forced to take 2nd. So I'm happy enough. Obviously, I want to continue to get wins and close the gap at the front, but 2nd we'll have to do today.
The whole idea with Andy Reid was that he's riding really well, and I have a general feeling that whenever a rider's under pressure and has got a championship to win, all he's thinking about is his job for the following year. And our idea there was, we got Andy on a 1-year contract this year, and we put him on the FFX Yamaha. And the whole idea was that we just wanted to get everyone away from him and just let him concentrate on the finish of the season. And I always wanted a young rider for next year anyway, so I just seemed a natural choice to re-sign him and get him into 2015 and beyond. We're not just too sure yet. We've got to wait and see what happens with the Yamaha and whether there's a new model bike coming out. We're not sure yet where we are with that one. Big decisions have got to be made there. I'd like to think it'll either be on a Supersport 600 or be on a stock 1000.
The conditions at the moment are damp but drying. When the lights go out, we're off. Josh Brooks on the white, black and red Yamaha gets good traction out of the blocks. So as they dive down then into Lodge Corner, already a little bit of a breakaway by Josh Brooks and Yuichi Kianari. Third place, Shaky Byrne. There's Hopkins, followed by Linfoot, Tommy Bridewell. Meanwhile, Brooks, Kianari, Byrne still running at the front. The Australian who so loves front running. Easton, Linfoot and Bridewell are locked together there.
He didn't want it wet because he couldn't. Here we go. That's going to be clean.
Oh, clean and
Lovely.
smart. Drops it into Hizzies and he takes the lead.
This is a little cat and mouse thing that's developing here, Jack.
We're enjoying this. It's down to Kianari and Brooks, and after all that hard work, Brooks.
I still think Brooks is going to have to
me on the entrance
but
to the
do you see how
turret.
he's running so hard just to try and put himself in a position to give himself any kind of chance. He's going to have a go up the inside. Is he there?
Oh, he was thinking about it. Oh, dear me.
You can't do any more than Brooks is doing now.
And as they drive out of Deer Leap, it's going to be a double here at Oulton Park in very different conditions then across the weekend for Yuichi Kianari, build-based BMW. Brooks second, third for Shaky Byrne. Chris Walker still has the advantage over Dan Linfoot as they fan out. He's going to have to block Linfoot. Linfoot cuts up the inside. Kirkham's trying to squeeze through as well. Walker can't hold off Linfoot. The North Yorkshireman launches the Quattro Plant Kawasaki out of Deer Leap, snatches a fine fourth place. Linfoot does it.
Well, the conditions now have changed rapidly. You know, we've got a lot of rain coming down at the moment, so potentially it could be a wet race 3. So we've already ridden the morning warm-up in wet conditions, so I think the bike should be working fine. Just going to have to see how we can get through the race.
Tommy Bridewell there on the right-hand side of picture looking very, very intent. So too his teammate behind that dark visor, Josh Brooks. So this is the third race of the triple header here at Oulton Park. A weekend absolutely full of drama, some splendid racing. This is the climax to proceedings here on a Sunday of mixed conditions. The lights out, they're off. Shaky Byrne gets a terrific drive off pole position, and Keogh too, and Josh Brooks right up in the inside of everybody, while round the outside comes Stuart Easton, and Josh Brooks has got away as hard and fast as he can, very bravely. So right now, all these guys, virtually all these guys are on intermediates. Ooh, look at Bridewell muscling his way underneath Josh Waters into 6th place.
And we know that Burrell went out on intermediate front, whether that was a tyre issue, as Bridewell gets under Chris Walker. There's Brooks, he's way into the distance.
Bridewell moves on Waters. Brooks has ridden a fabulous race, hasn't he? Just Bridewell and Kirkham have just fallen off the place slightly. There goes Josh Brooks on the Milwaukee Yamaha. What an absolutely brilliant domination of race 3 here at Oulton Park. Josh Brooks wins it in style for Milwaukee Yamaha, an Australian victory. Bridewell and Kirkham completing that top 9.
Josh has been working well right away from the beginning. Lost for words, really. You know, to win a race in that sort of fashion, them conditions, got to be really happy. So, yeah, onwards from here. You know, Tommy, getting back into showdown contention's important for us. It's good for the team. Past 2 rounds, Thruxton and here, we've been showing what we're capable of. So, Josh is getting used to the bike. Every time he rides it, it's becoming more like his bike every time. So, yeah, I think we should have some good, strong pace for the last half of the year, really.